What's up, you guys? If you can see my little elephant right there, that, oh my gosh, smells so amazing. I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but it's Vanilla Sky I have scented up in there, and oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So good morning, you guys. It's not even 8 o'clock, and I'm up, and I'm ready to get the day started, and so is the sun. Like, yeah. Alright, so we're going to talk about the root chakra. If you don't know what chakras are, chakra itself is a Sanskrit word meaning energy wheel, means wheel. So we talk about 7 main energy wheels when we talk about the chakras, okay? We talk about 7 main chakras. Your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. Today we're going to be talking about your root chakra. Alright, so the root chakra, the earth element, okay? The root chakra is, like, first of all, these 7 chakras are, like I said, energy wheels. And all day long, all throughout your day, these chakras are pulling in energy. No matter where you are, no matter what the environment is, these chakras are pulling in energy. And over time, the chakras can become blocked and stagnant. And when that happens, your body will give off certain signals. At first, it will be mental and emotional. Then it will move into physical disruptions over long periods of times. That is another reason why energy healers are so important, because they can help to unblock the chakra and get them back into flow. Also, be sure when you go to a Reiki practitioner or a healer, just know that nothing is done without your participation. So you have to actively participate in, keeping these chakras open and in flow. All right? Now that I said that, if you see me looking down and stuff, I'm looking up or around or something like that, I'm looking at my notebook. This video is live, so you will have access to it after. So if you missed the live, it's okay. You can see it at any time. All right, so the root chakra and all of the chakras are associated with certain colors. The root chakra is associated with the color red, more commonly red. Like when we think of red, we think of the root chakra. All right, but it's also represented by the color black and the color brown. It's also represented by earth. Okay, the element earth. All right, so your root chakra, as well as all the other chakras, can either be balanced, which is what we want, off-balanced, overactive, and blocked. Now, off-balanced and blocked are very similar, but they're not the same, because when it's blocked, okay? When it's off-balance, it's just, a little off-balance, but when it's blocked, that means it's closed. All right? So the root chakra itself is responsible, and it's linked to your basic needs. So what is your basic needs for survival? Food, water, shelter, safety, money, things like that. It's also linked to feeling safe, not just being safe, but feeling safe inside. Whether you feel grounded or whether you feel ungrounded, okay? Whether you feel motivated to eat or to sleep, even to procreate. It's also linked to your self-esteem, but not as much as the other chakras. Your root chakra is the I am, okay? That's your base. That's where it all began. When you are just a baby, the root chakra, you only have your base 3. So, just something. All right, so your root chakra is also responsible for your fight or flight response, your fight or flight period, your survival instincts, like your sense of belonging. That is your root chakra. Your root chakra is responsible for that. So anything in your life, when it gets shaky, when it gets sticky, when you're dealing with quick shifts, when there's war, when there's famine, natural disasters, anything that threatens your basic needs of survival will disrupt your root chakra, okay? Now, there are people who deal with an underactive root chakra as well. I didn't mention that in the beginning, but yes, people do deal with an underactive root chakra, which, remember, the goal is to have it balanced, not blocked, not off balance, not underactive, not overactive. But each one of those aspects of the root chakra do give off different feelings and different emotions. So you can, when you know it, you can like, oh, I feel like my root's off. I feel like I'm off balance. You know, I feel like I'm not grounded. You know. So I'm just gonna tell you like what each aspect looks like of the root chakra. So when you're balanced, when your root chakra is balanced, you feel grounded, you feel secure in yourself, you feel secure in your place in the world, you feel secure, like very stable, very confident, you know, feeling like you've built a solid foundation, like you will feel like a solidified foundation within yourself. You will feel at peace, you know, and that's the energetic system. Like you will feel really good about yourself. Because the root chakra also rules stability and rules your finances, if I didn't say that at the beginning. Alright, and so don't worry if you find like, oh my gosh, my chakra is blocked or off balance or underactive or overactive. You know, don't worry about that, because just like it's off balance, it can become back in balance. It can go right back in the flow. Okay? So, if it is, and like I mentioned, all the things that will trigger your root chakra to become off balance to begin with, if you're dealing with a situation like that. So, when, and let me back up a little bit to say that each chakra also governs a physical, emotional, and a spiritual feeling, and they govern like different parts of your body, different organs, different emotions, and stuff like that. So the organs that the root chakra, organs, body parts, however you want to understand that, it's the same thing. The organs that the root chakra governs are your adrenal glands. I know you don't, wow, sorry, I apologize. If you don't know where the adrenal glands are, what they do, the adrenal glands, you know, when your adrenaline, that's the adrenal glands. They're responsible for pumping that out, you know. So your colon, constipation, things like that. Your kidneys, they rule your kidneys, your skeletal bones, your muscles, and the blood flowing through your arteries, the blood through your left and right chambers of the heart, and the ability to carry nutrients, the ability for your heart to carry nutrients from the heart to the rest of the body and provide nutrients to your body and tissue. That's all about the root chakra. So if you have any type of kidney issues and colon, constipation, adrenal gland issues and stuff like that, maybe you need to like work on your root chakra. Check out an energy healer and do some like energy work to see if that helps alleviate the problem. Alright, so now I'm gonna tell you like the different fields, what you can expect generally when the chakra is off balanced. When it is off balance, you may feel insecure, you may feel restless, angry, you may feel, you know, just moody. If your chakra is overactive, that means that you have, when it's overactive, that means you put, like, you're open. That root chakra is like not only open, it's like wide open. That chakra wheel is like wide open. It's spinning entirely too fast. You want it to go in a certain, you want it to flow. You don't want it to speed flow. You want it to flow. Alright, just think of these chakras like they're wheels, okay? And it's like, how fast is that wheel turning, so to speak? Alright, so if the wheel is spinning really, really fast, that means your chakra is overactive. And you will maybe become anxious and paranoid and super fearful and anxious and panicky, like as far as emotion-wise. If the chakra becomes blocked or stagnant or compromised in any way, you may notice that you're restless, you're worried, like worried times 10. You have a lack of energy. You're prone to panicking and anxiety. You're anxious. You feel so much resentment for yourself and for life. You feel depressed. You're easily frustrated. You're full of anger and rage. Uninterested in the world, uninterested in surviving. That all deals with your root chakra. Poor focus, unorganized, bad with money, lack mentality, negative thinking, unable to eat, sleep, or procreate. That's a blocked root chakra. Now, on the flip, if the chakra is underactive, meaning the chakra doesn't get used at all. Now, this typically happens if a person has never been in a situation where their survival instincts had to be kicked off. They never had to worry about money, or they never had. This is the people that we classify as like living with the silver spoon in their mouth, because they've never had to struggle. And the consequence of that is their root chakra may be underactive, and we want it to be in flow. We don't want it to not be working, not be spinning at all, because that disrupts everything else, because this is the base. So you're most likely to have an underactive if you resonate with the silver spoon in your mouth type of thing. Never had to struggle, never had to work for anything, you know, things like that. Never had your life threatened where your basic needs was always met, okay? There's nothing wrong with the silver spoon. It's just that with the silver spoon, like, it's just your root chakra is not in flow. It's underactive. It's not being used. Okay, so you may be naive. You know, you may walk around with your head in the clouds, like completely like oblivious to reality. You're not really connected to reality because it doesn't like mesh with you. That's also a sign of an underactive chakra. So I went over all the aspects of the chakras, what it looks like physically, what it will look like emotionally or mentally, and I've told you all about what the chakra governs, how it becomes compromised to begin with, and we talked about what the root chakra is connected to, what it's linked to as far as emotions, as far as everything like that, and we also went over the organs that they govern. And now I'm going to tell you, and there are some journal prompts, so you can look up like root chakra journal prompts, because you do want to get into the habit of asking yourself these questions. We're talking about the root, so when we're working with the root, we need to get to the root causes of our issues, of our trauma, of our problems, of our triggers. You want to get to the root of that. Now I'm also going to tell you guys how you can balance out the chakra. You can do massage therapy, you can do Reiki therapy, energetic work, energetic healing, shadow work, inner child work, things like that. These journal prompts are very important because you're asking yourself these questions. Why am I like this? Why does this happen? Why is this triggering me? Why do I feel off balance? Why do I feel like I'm not grounded? You'll be asking yourself these questions. So it's very important to like do these type of things and also do your own research. Okay, in addition to that, you can also do some yoga. Okay, the root chakra is your feet, your legs, your hips, your lower back. Okay, the root chakra is all of that. So you need to be walking around, you need to be moving, you need to be dancing, you need to be shaking your butt, you need to be shaking your legs out, you need to be moving your body, working your body, going outside into nature, because like again, this is the root chakra. Where do you see roots? In plants. Go outside into nature. Plant yourself in the ground by earthing, walking around barefoot with no shoes, going outside and just letting nature soothe your senses. Nature is so healing, y'all, just automatically, because nature is a big heart chakra. Nature is green energy. We take it in and it just does something, man. It clears everything up, like for real. Eating rooted vegetables and fruits. That's potatoes, beets, carrots, getting yourself some red roses or some red flowers, wearing red, wearing brown, wearing black, listening to 432 hertz sounds, sound bowls, chanting. Breathing exercises are very, very important. I mean, like, we literally don't give breathing like a second thought because it's so natural. I mean, people really only pay attention to breathing if they got like an oxygen tank. Don't let it get that far. Work on deep breathing instead of shallow breathing. If you're shallow breathing, you're breathing through your chest. like that. You don't want to rapid breathe either. You don't want to fast breathe. You want to take your time and breathe. So the breathing exercise that you can do for the root chakra is the 4-7-8 breathing. That's where you're inhaling for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds. I'm gonna demonstrate before I leave this live, but let me continue because I'm almost done. Again, like I mentioned before, get to the root of why you feel the way you feel, why certain things are triggering you, why are certain things happening, you know, like that, that's in your control. Why are you making certain moves? Why are you doing certain things? And like I said, wearing red or whatever color association with the chakra. Alright, now that was the end, and if you have any questions about the chakra that I didn't answer, or anything that you want to add about the root chakra that I didn't say, definitely leave a comment down below. Leave me a comment, let me know that you watched it, give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the bot. And yeah, also, before we leave, like I said, we're going to do the 4-7-8 breathing. So you want to make sure that you're sitting up straight, sitting up tall, making sure that you have some length in your spine and in your body. And you're going to, I want you to put your hands over your root chakra, okay? Your root chakra, you can put it over your pelvis, over your pubic bone, right there. You can put it, place it right there. You want to, if you're sitting down, you want to spread your butt cheeks out so that you are completely aligned there. If you're laying down, just make sure that your hands is on your root chakra. Put one hand over your heart. You can put both hands over your root chakra, and we breathe in for 4 seconds. Again, and you can do that 3 to 20 times. And just after you finish your breathing, even now, after you finish your breathing, just take a moment to sit, to see how you feel, to see what just released. And also be intentional when you're breathing and when you're meditating. Also meditate to also, you know, root chakra meditation, to also get it back in line. But make sure that you're being intentional. Like, I intend to release whatever blockages in the root chakra. I intend to let it go. Any fears, any doubts, any worry, any stress, anything that's making me think negatively about my situation or about what's going on. And that is the video, you guys. Is your root chakra, let me know down below, what is the status of your root chakra? Is it balanced? Is it overactive? Is it blocked? Is it underactive? Or is it overactive? Let me know down below. And I will see you guys on the next video when I talk about the sacral chakra. So stick around for that. Bye, guys.